Surrounding Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, and all of Central Alabama. This is the CBS 42 Morning News with Art Franklin.
And breaking right now, Hurricane Matthew hits the Bahamas as a Category 3 storm and is expected to strengthen as it moves towards the East Coast. Millions in Florida are now getting ready for the first major hurricane to hit the state in 11 years. Good morning, I'm Art Franklin. Welcome into the CBS 42 Morning News. It is 4:30. Let's get right to Storm Track meteorologist Ashley Gann with the newest information about Hurricane Matthew. Ashley?
Thanks, Art. And the latest information came in just about 30 minutes ago from the National Hurricane Center. We want to bring it right to you. That track is moving even closer to the Florida coastline. It is going to impact millions from Miami all the way up to Jacksonville. Here's what we're looking at right now. A Category 3 hurricane, wind sustained at 125 miles per hour. And then that storm is going to be moving off to the northeast as it is going to near Panama or Miami and West Palm Beach Thursday at 2 p.m. So later this afternoon, and it could actually intensify to a Category 4 hurricane. It will be kissing the coast near Cape Canaveral, Melbourne, heading towards Daytona Beach. Possible landfall. We will be watching very closely for that. And then it begins to curve just to the northeast, north of Daytona Beach, Friday at 2 o'clock. Now remember, this is the eye of the storm. Even though that's the timing of the eye, remember that wind and rain can be felt as far north as Georgia even before that eye reaches northern Florida. So we'll continue tracking Hurricane Matthew, and I'll let you know the impacts it will have here in central Alabama. That's ahead in your Storm Track 7-day forecast. Art?
Ashley, thanks a lot. As we told you at the beginning of the newscast, Hurricane Matthew hits the Bahamas as a Category 3 storm, and Florida is preparing.
They are. And CBS Marley Hall is in Daytona Beach with brand new information on how the state is getting ready for Matthew's landfall.
As Hurricane Matthew roared through the Bahamas, parts of Florida became a ghost town.
Don't become a victim. Make sure you get out and get out tonight.
People along the East Coast began heeding evacuation warnings yesterday, flocking to gas stations to fill up.
I've driven around looking for gas, and their gas stations haven't had any gas.
As others cleared store shelves and boarded up their properties, this boater in Daytona Beach decided to move further inland.
We've ridden out a lot of storms in the past, but this one, I think, will be much more dramatic.
Hurricane Matthew is expected to regain strength over the next few hours. Officials say people along the Florida coast should begin feeling its effects by tonight.
We'll start feeling tropical storm force winds, and we potentially could feel hurricane force winds too for an extended period of time.
The storm has already left behind a path of destruction in Haiti and Cuba, flattening homes, flooding streets, and knocking out power. The Coast Guard is already warning beachgoers to stay out of the water.
It's definitely not the good time to go out to the surf. Be curious, be adventurous.
Matthew is expected to bring dangerous storm surge and beach erosion to Georgia and South Carolina tomorrow before moving out to sea this weekend. Marley Hall, CBS News, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Now, CBS 42 has a full team that is tracking Hurricane Matthew in Savannah, Georgia. They'll have a live update starting at 6 o'clock this morning and throughout our evening newscast as well.
Well, Jamie, also breaking right now, Birmingham police say this late night fire is being investigated as arson. That fire started just after 11 o'clock last night on 3rd Avenue North and 4th Terrace North. Investigators say the house is abandoned, but the fire also damaged the house next to it. As soon as new information is released, we'll update you on air and online. Breaking overnight, the Coleman County Sheriff says one person is detained following a deadly shooting last night. We first told you about the shooting as breaking news on the news at 10. That shooting happened around 9:30 last night on County Road 625 between Coleman and Hansville. One person died in the shooting. We're working to learn more about the investigation, and we'll bring you the latest updates as more is released.